Hi everyone, welcome to my class. Today I would like to discuss about the types of operators in Java. Okay, so let's begin. So before starting about the types of operator, let's first be familiar with the concept of operators. What is an operator? Operator are some symbols. Mainly operators are some symbols which actually performs some specific actions with the help of some operands. These are some symbols which perform some actions with the help of operands. Why? Because to get some particular result through some expression. Okay, so let's give an example. Suppose I am writing a plus 5. A plus 5. So what is a, what is plus, what is 5, and all together what is a plus 5? So as you can see and as you can understand that a plus 5 means a plus 5 means the value of a will be added with the value of 5. So here a plus 5 whole together, this is an expression. This is an expression a plus 5 full. This is an expression where a and 5, these two are what? A and 5, these two are called operands. So a and 5, these two are the operands, and the plus and the symbol plus, as I said, the symbol. So this plus is a symbol. So this symbol is an operator. What kind of operator? That's afterwards I am coming, but now you know plus is an operator. So all together this is expression, and you know that from the expression we get some results. So to get this result we have taken help of operator and two operands. Okay, so this is the basic concept of operator. Now what are the different types of operators? As you can see here, total there are 8 operators are listed over here. One by one I will discuss. First starts with unary operator. What is unary operator? In unary operator, the total number of operands is 1, only 1. Total number of operands is 1. It uses 1 operand. It uses only 1 operand. Unary operator works with only 1 operand. Some example: a equal to minus 5. So 5 is what? 5 is an operand, and minus is what? Minus is an operator. So how many operand is used with the minus? Only 1 operand, that is 5. That is 5. Only 1 operand is used. So that's why this minus is an unary operator. Similarly, you can also say a equal to plus 5. Same, plus is an unary operator. Some more unary operators are there. So plus plus, this is called the increment operator. One more is there, minus minus. This is called the decrement operator. So increment operator and decrement operator, these two are also the unary operator. And what is the function of these two, I will explain later. Okay, so just now you come to know that here unary operator works on only 1 operand. Okay, got it? Now next, binary operator. Now next is binary operator. Just opposite of unary operator is binary operator. Here it uses 2 operands. It works with only 2 operands, as unary operator use 1 operand and binary operators use 2 operands. Some examples, just here one example I gave: a equal to, sorry, a plus 5. So here two operands are used, 1 and 2. Okay, two operands are used, so that's why this plus also binary operator. So you can say plus symbol, the symbol plus, minus, multiply, division and the remainder or modulo operator, all these 5 operators are called the binary operator as they use 2 operands. They works with 2 operands. Okay, examples, many examples you can see. Suppose a plus 2, b minus c. Similarly you can say x into y, m divided by n. Similarly 7 remainder 2. So you see here in all the cases we have used the 2 operands here, 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. So all these operators are called the binary operator. So 2 operators, 2 symbols, actually these 2 are the plus and the minus. These 2 symbols can be unary operator, can also be the binary operator, but the remaining 3, multiply, division and the remainder operator, they are not. They are only the binary operator. Got it? So binary operator is over. Now next, ternary operator. Ternary operator uses 3 operands. Binary operator uses 3 operands, and there are only 2. Ternary operator, ternary operator. Ternary operator uses 3 operands. So these 2 symbols are the ternary operator. One is the question mark, another one is the colon. So these 2 are the ternary operator. Okay, and what are the uses of these 2 ternary operator? They actually uses to replace if else statement. It can replace the if else statement. The substitute of if else statement, the ternary operator can be used. But how? That one I will explain later in another class. That is completely different topics. Okay, but now only came to know that ternary operators are these 2, question mark and the colon. Okay, so now next is the assignment operator. So ternary operator is over. Now the assignment operator. It is very simple, very simple. Only one assignment operator is present, that is the equal to symbol. Equal to. Only one assignment operator is here, that is the equal to. What is the function of it? Very simple, very easy function. It is used to assign any value with an variable. It is just used to assign any value with an variable. Example, a equal to 7. A equal to 7. So here 7 is assigned with a variable a. Value of 7 is stored into a. So here a is assigned with the value 7. Okay, so that's why this is an assignment operator. Only one assignment operator is present. Got it? Now next, number 5. Number 5. So number 4 is over. Assignment operator is over. Now number 5, arithmetic operator. Arithmetic operators are what? All the binary operators can be the arithmetic operator. These are all the arithmetic operators. That is plus, minus, multiply, that is asterisk, slash, that is divisions, and the modulus operator. The functions of all arithmetic operators, I think you know all. Plus, minus, multiply, divisions, these all you know, you are doing from the childhood for doing the maths. But one new operator of the arithmetic you have got here, that is the percentage symbol. But this is not the percentage symbol, this is called the modulus or the remainder operator, which is used to return the remainder of any divisions. remainder of any divisions. So this divisions operator returns the quotient value. What is the difference between these two? Both are the divisions operator, both are performs the divisions. This divisions slash, this slash returns the quotient value of any division, and this percentage symbol, that is the remainder operator, returns the remainder value of any divisions. Got it? So arithmetic operators are also over. Now the next is number 6, very simple, relational operator. Okay, relational operator. What are the relational operator? Relational operators are greater than, less than, greater than, equal to, less than, equal to, double equal to, very important, and not equal to. Now the functions of these all I will explain one by one. First, greater than. You know the function of greater than. What is the greater than symbol? What is the use of it? These are all actually using for the compare with the two or more variables or the values. These all relational operators are actually used to compare two or more values or the variables. Greater than, you know, simple greater than value to find which one is the greater than the another value. Less than also the same, which one is the less than the other. Greater than, equal to, this is same as in math, greater than, equal to, same as you used in maths. This is the substitute of it, because this type of keys are not present in the keyboard, which is not possible to type in keyboard like this way. So that's why in Java we use greater than, equal to. Similarly for the less than, equal to, this is the same as this less than, equal to. But this double equal to, which is very important, this double equal to, what is the use of double equal to? Double equal to actually is a relational operator which is used to compare, which is used to check the equality of two values. It is used to check the equality. So what is the difference between single equal to and double equal to? Very interesting. Let's give an example. If I write here a equal to 7, that means the value of a is assigned with 7. So this is confirmed. This is confirmed. This is a decision. Yes, value of a is 7. Try to understand the statement. A is 7. Full stop. But if I write a double equal to 7, it is not any decision. It is not any decision. It is a question statement. It is asking, is the value of a 7? It can be, it cannot be. The answer can be true or false. The possibility are, there are two possibility answers. Either it can be true or false. Got it? So this is the decision, but this is the question. Here you can see, you can say that value of a is 7. But here when double equal to is there, you are asking that, is the value of a is 7? Is the value of a 7? Either yes or no. Okay. So this is the difference between single equal to double equal to. This is an assignment operator which is used to assign any value, and this is a relational operator which checks the equality with two values. Got it? And the last one is the not equal to. Not equal to is just like the in math not equal to. This exclamation symbol is actually the not symbol, and equal to as equal to, not equal to. This is same as in maths. Understood? So these all are these 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these 6 are the relational operator. So relational operator is over. Now the next is logical operator. The function of logical operator and bitwise operator, for explaining these two, I will explain these two, logical operator and the bitwise operator, in the next class. Okay. So today, now in this class I have explained unary operator, binary operator, ternary, assignment, arithmetic and relational operator. Okay. Thank you.